So for food and water and sunlight, and I mean, outside of how we think and recharge our batteries mentally, I'm just going to talk about the food stuff. You know, you have to take something in and store it, and you have to give something out. And that's really the ebb and flow. That would be yin and yang. You can't just constantly store stuff, and you can't constantly give it out either. Just like your energy to a loved one, it's a reciprocation. And so with food, which could be a loved one for a lot of people, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Which
that's
is a good thing. And actually, I'd like
friend.
everyone to actually love their food, because I think the guilt part of creating tension in the body is what depletes the body of energy, even if you eat the best, cleanest diet. And that's sort of a weird thing to think about. You can create such stress and tension and not be in tune with food that you could be textbook the most perfect organic grower and actually have weight issues, have digestive issues. You could have a lot of things going on. And so food actually nourishes you. So on a cellular level, if you have what's the estimated 100 trillion cells, that includes the gut bacteria and all the different bacteria on the body. We've done this, the microbiome talk. But if we said you have 10 of your own 10 trillion cells, they're like little mini batteries. Like in our cells, if you think of it that way, little batteries, and you always want them charged, but you also can deplete them. I mean, that's expending energy, enjoying life, exercise, you know, different things. If you want to work passionately 12, 14 hours in your business for abundance, you're going to use up some energy. However, it's also going to feed you energy, but you store that in your cells. And so every one of your cell membrane, it's made of fats. This is really important to take away today. So your cell membrane, in the latest science, they're proving that that's really the main brain of the cell. It's actually not the nucleus and the DNA. So we're getting into physics, et cetera, now. And so scientists are looking and saying, well, what's the cell membrane made out of? And it's made out of fat. And you hold the charge, and you create electricity, and actually you do store photons. That's light off the sun. The body runs on light too. So we are light beings. And this is where physics is coming together with nutrition and esoteric studies. So you're storing photons, and we store the charge in our cell membrane. So that's made of cholesterol, polyunsaturated fat, monounsaturated, saturated, all the kinds of fats that we're supposed to get out of the diet. And if you make your body out of junky processed food with the wrong quality fats, you can't hold the charge. So when you hear trans fatty acids, you know, these are man-made hydrogenated fats that are made in production for a life to extend shelf life in products. You can just see them in all your salad dressings and muffins and any processed foods. You'll see like hydrogenated canola or soy oil or something like that. These oils, what they're finding when they say they cause disease or wreck the body, what they really mean is you're incorporating them into your cellular structure, and you can't hold the charge. So you're always depleting. Worse, you're actually displacing the beneficial fats potentially. Therefore, people are always like, I eat so much, but why can't I maintain my energy? Why can't I maintain my charge? And they change up a few things in the diet. And my big thing in my practice with clients, I make sure that the fat thing is done well. It's protein and carbs is okay. It's actually the fats. It's the thing in our society that we've completely messed up in the low-fat, industrialized dogma. And we could go on an hour about that. But that's really, when you get into looking at high-quality fats, we actually need them all. We need them from nuts and seeds. We need them from butter. We need them from avocado. There's all different kinds. And we regenerate and store the electrical charge in the fats. And there was a cancer cure by a famous woman, PhD German doctor, Johanna Budwig. And this goes back into the 50s before they even had the microscopy to talk about it. And the biggest thing was if you had raw dairy, raw cream, mixed with flaxseed oil, it was like people recovered and they weren't sure why. And it was actually about the fats and the restoration of holding light in the cell membrane, making your metabolism work much more effectively. And then your body had the energy to deal with the immune challenges you had. It wasn't the 100% cancer cure. However, there's so much success, it was indisputable. And it had to do with, the thing about the cream though actually, was it was raw. It was unpasteurized. And so that throws, and we could do another hour on that one, to be honest. But like it was like as close to nature as you could get. Like in the old days, our ancestors, they would get it, and it would be clean, and it would be pure, and et cetera. And it was a mixture of high quality fats mixed with the right protein. And you used garlic, and they used onions, so you need the antioxidants. And you needed sulfur, which was a specific mineral. All the, if you burn your hair, it smells, like that's sulfur. But all of the cruciferous vegetables, the broccoli, everything you read about that's good for this, and you read, anti-cancer, that, et cetera, it's sulfur. Or sulfur baths, where people feel amazing. They go and sit for 20, 30 minutes around the world. Sulfur gets absorbed. That's the connective tissue, and that imparts the body's ability to hold the charge.